And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, and read. Exit, exit. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check curls, check curls. No, off.
This is Geis. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Mike 52. And we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
On play action, Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage,
a good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Giants will get it now at the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll
rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now Jones. High throw, but the catch is made. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the team...
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Let's go!
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's Jones on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The toss out to Barkley. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Leo! Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up! Greystone, travel. Kill! Ready?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Check.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Jones. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. can't get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
My 52, my 52.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dwayne Haskins taking it in. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Jones. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Giants.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Trying to get it to Woods. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix it.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jonathan Bostic able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
But you know we all have that little edge.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Move. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Jones throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He finds an opening past the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing, Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, lock it. Switch it. Get up.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Second down, Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. Throwing on second and 3. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Bang, bang. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Get
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mark 55. Mark 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. And he'll find Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're not ready for this. They still
On first down, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. shotgun handoff now to Geis. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Oh, yeah!
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, Geis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
3 down, 3 down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Haskins to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close it.